Hey everyone, Ashleigh Yates here. I am your local realtor in Castle Rock, Colorado, former Californian. I am a transplant here, and I am coming at you with all the vital information for all things good, bad, and ugly about the Castle Rock area. Before I get into today's pro and con video, go ahead, like, subscribe, and click the notifications so you don't miss out on all of my weekly videos. All right, so let's go ahead and dive right in. It is January 2022, and I am going to do a new pro and con video for you. So if you are like me and you are looking to relocate to Castle Rock, like we did just over a year ago, I did a lot of research, right? And that's what I am hoping to help you with. Let's go ahead and just jump right in. So Castle Rock is such a beautiful area, and this is going to be a pro. Visibly, it's gorgeous. The weather's great, but you're gonna have a lot of access to nature. And so if that is something that you love, big pro for Castle Rock. There's tons of open space, over 50 well-planned parks, trails, approximately 87 miles of trails, and over 6,000 acres of open space. In Crystal Valley, where we live, there is, you can walk just maybe a half mile to have open space right behind us with a great trail. So it's really awesome if you're walking your dogs and don't want to be, just in your normal suburban neighborhood. A con to that is where there is nature, there's gonna be animals. So it's not uncommon to see coyotes, the occasional bear or mountain lion. You're gonna see fox. There are deer all over. So you definitely have to be very aware of your surroundings while driving, because those deer do not wait for the cars. They like to just hop right through the roads, and they definitely believe they have the right of way. So, that could be a con for some people if you're not too fond of wildlife. Another pro is there are several different rec centers here in Colorado. So you may not have your own swimming pool in your backyard, but the rec centers, such as the Mac Park and the Castle Rock Rec Center, have lap pools. They have kind of like lazy rivers and slides and full gyms. They have indoor athletic fields and so many activities. So there truly is always something that you can do with your children at one of these rec centers. A con would be what was very popular for us in Southern California was Lifetime Fitness, and we don't have one here in the Castle Rock area. We do have a Planet Fitness. There is a 24-hour fitness, and a lot of people turn their basements into home gyms. So that way you just have to walk downstairs. But that would be a con if you like the fancy bougie lifestyle that a Lifetime Fitness offers. They do not have one here in Castle Rock. Okay, so another pro would be our location. We are very conveniently located about 40 minutes south of Denver and about 45 to an hour north of Colorado Springs. So you are sandwiched right between two major cities and also two major airports. So if you don't travel that frequently, it's great that the airport is less than an hour away. If you do travel frequently, having an airport approximately an hour away could be a con. So, but a lot of people don't think it's that big of a deal. So another pro would be options for dining. There are so many options for wining and dining in Castle Rock. The downtown area and Wilcox Square have lots of small businesses, farmers markets, and food trucks. So you could easily take a 5 to 10 minute car ride from wherever you live downtown and find all the entertainment that you need. Some of the events that they have in Castle Rock are going to be the farmers markets, yoga in the park, summer concerts at the Philip S. Miller Amphitheater, and also at Festival Park. There are outdoor movies, Wine Fest, the very famous Christmas star lighting that is in mid-November, right before Thanksgiving, and Oktoberfest. And then we also have the annual Ducky Derby. So there's always something going on in downtown Castle Rock. If you are looking for a small town vibe, it's great. I love taking our visitors to breweries, and that is another pro. There are a good amount of small local brewers here in Castle Rock. And, you know, a con would be I've been drinking way too much beer since moving here, but it's really been fun when we have visitors come to take them to all the local breweries and show them a nice little brewery tour. A con would be public transportation. I feel like it's a lot harder to get an Uber here in Castle Rock, Colorado than it was in Southern California. We've had multiple Ubers not show up or, you know, run late. So, you know, if that's something that you do frequently, that definitely could be a con. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk affordability for Castle Rock. A pro could be, depending on where you're relocating from in the US, it's cheaper here in Colorado. Again, that depends on where you're coming from. A con would also be that Castle Rock is higher than the national median, okay, in housing prices. So it's gonna be higher here than other areas in Colorado. It's not going to be the cheapest, and prices are still going up, but for us relocating from California, you know, the property tax here was lower, the personal income tax was lower, and housing prices were lower. So I really think that is kind of depends on where you're coming from. Traffic is also a pro, at least for me. Traffic is not so bad here compared to Southern California. You can really get from one end to Castle Rock to the other within 10 to 15 minutes, depending on what time you're commuting. My husband works at an airport about 30 minutes away, and he never complains about traffic. I'm lucky to have my local office here in Castle Rock, and I work from home in this office 95% of the time. So commuting is not an issue for me. The con would be the roundabouts. I do not like roundabouts at all, but you get used to them. They're kind of fun in the snow if you start slipping and sliding, but that could be a con if you're not used to that. There are tons of roundabouts in Castle Rock. Another pro, if you have furry friends, would be that Castle Rock is a pet-friendly area. There are a handful, if not more than a handful, of restaurants that allow wining and dining in their facility with your pet, or at least on the patios. So it's definitely a pet-friendly environment, and there are so many trails and parks and places to take your pet. Okay, so you've probably seen my video about the weather, but the weather in Castle Rock is great. We get over 300 days of sunshine, and the warmest month is going to be July with a high of 86 and a low of approximately 54. Our coldest month is going to be January with a high of 34 and a low of about 18 degrees. And we get approximately 62 inches of snow a year. So if you don't like the snow, this may not be the place for you, but it really isn't that much. It doesn't really stick most of the times. And if it does, usually because of all the sunshine, within a day or two, it has melted away. So you're not having to really do a ton of strenuous snow plowing or crazy shoveling. Annual precipitation is going to be approximately 19 inches a year, and the humidity is that of 40%. Con, the weather is unpredictable. It can be snowy like today all day long and cold, and then tomorrow be 55 degrees and sunny. So it's definitely gonna be up and down. The occasional thunderstorm in the summer is not uncommon with a hailstorm. So, you know, I like to say it's like bipolar weather, but it's definitely unpredictable, and you can't really look at the forecast and take it so seriously. Okay, so the workforce here in Castle Rock, it is a well-educated workforce, and 58% of households have a bachelor's degree, 99% have at least a high school education, and 87% of the workforce has some sort of college or post-secondary training. And the current median household income is $145,000. So one con would definitely be that there is a lack of cultural diversity here in Castle Rock. And I am just gonna read off some statistics here. The current population is just over 73,000 here, and we're growing daily by approximately 3 families a day. So we are estimated to be right at about 135,000 in year 2030. But here's the ethnicity breakdown from the most recent census. Castle Rock is 84% white, 11% Hispanic, 2% Asian, 1% Black, and then 1% other. So it's not super diverse here. But I will say everyone is amazing, everyone's so friendly and welcoming. It truly is a wonderful melting pot here. And I think anyone of any ethnicity will find that Castle Rock is an amazing place to live. Okay, so retail offerings. There are a ton of retail offerings, from TJ Maxx to sporting goods to the mall at Park Meadows, which is only 20 minutes away, to our smaller boutiques. There are a lot of retail offerings right within Castle Rock. You do not have to drive far to find anything that you need. The con, grocery stores. If you, like myself, are a fan of Trader Joe's, I am so sorry, but we don't have one. And I hope that we get one. But right now we just have King Soopers, Safeway, we have Sprouts, and a Whole Foods, which is really awesome. So I just hope we get Trader Joe's sooner than later. And we are getting an In-N-Out burger. That is a pro for my 2022 Pros and Cons edition. In-N-Out is coming to Castle Rock and it should be opening soon. So that's one thing that I definitely miss from California. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching my pros and cons about Castle Rock. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I am very good about responding. You can also send me a text message or an email, and I'm more than happy to help you out. All right, thank you so much. Take care, God bless, and have a wonderful day. Bye.